To dissect the coalition's resounding defeat in the polls and the battle for the Liberal leadership is Liberal MP Andrew Wallace, who joins me now. How are you, Andrew?
Very well, Olivia. Thanks for having me on.
My pleasure. Now, at the top of the show, we heard news that National Senator Matt Canavan plans to try and launch a leadership challenge against David Littleproud. Can I get your response to that breaking news, please?
I'm hearing it first with you, Olivia, as we speak. I've been at a funeral this afternoon for an LNP stalwart, so that's news to me. So I'll have to digest that one. But we're living in a very fluid environment. What can I say?
The 24-hour news cycle, but okay. Well, let's
24-second news cycle at the moment.
All right, well, let's then go back to the election results from Saturday night. So speaking with multiple coalition sources, they say they saw a dramatic drop, I should say, in support from women, especially over the past couple of months. Where do you think the coalition has gone wrong when it comes to appealing to female voters, and what's it going to take to win them back?
Well, look, I think we'd be silly if we didn't have a good, stern look at ourselves as a result of the election loss on the weekend. Look, I stood on pre-poll for 2 weeks. I engaged with nearly 2,000 people every day over that time. And I think there was an age demographic issue there. I felt that I was able to engage very, very well with younger men, but not so with younger women. And I think that that's something we need to look at. I don't sort of take that personally, but clearly we're not speaking to young women in particular. It's not just young women, but we certainly need to come up with policies that are attractive to them, and we need to listen to them.
What about a policy that's been pretty effective in the Labor Party? Is it time to implement quotas?
Well, instinctively, look, I think the first question is, everything should be on the table. When we meet back in Canberra, and obviously, not everything is going to be decided next Tuesday apart from the leadership ballot, but I think we need to look at, from the ground up, everything that we're doing. Nothing should be off the table. Instinctively, I'm not a big fan of quotas. I still believe that the best person for the job should get the job. But that said, I do think that we need to keep everything on the table.
All right. And so in terms of having everything on the table, the coalition clearly needs more women and female representation. It's got to improve its communication to those voters as well.
Absolutely. No doubt about that.
So does that mean you'll be backing Susan Lee next week?
Well, look, I'd love to give you that scoop. I am literally and genuinely still undecided. I've spoken with both leadership contenders. I'm also speaking with my colleagues. I think both Susan and Angus bring qualities to the table. But at the end of the day, what I want to see, it's not a factional thing. It's not a left or right thing. It's the Liberal Party needs to elect as its leader someone who is going to unite us and help rebuild us. I think that from my perspective, and I'm happy to share this with you, I've said to both of them that we need to move away from this crazy concept of what I call messianic politics, where you have a leader out the front and it's all about the leader. I think that we need to see a return to traditional Westminster cabinet-style government, and that applies to us in opposition. If the punters don't see that we have depth in our front bench, in our entire party room, then why should they elect us? Why should they be satisfied that we're ready to take government? So I do want to see that traditional Westminster cabinet-style return.
Okay. And yesterday we heard that Jacinta Price, she's crossed the floor to join the Liberals, or leaving the junior coalition partner and joining the senior one. What does this mean for the relationship between the Liberals and the Nationals and the broader coalition?
Well, Olivia, John Howard, famously said we're a broad church. I do understand that a number of my National Party colleagues might be very upset about this. So I think we need to take stock of that. We need to respect that this is going to come as a shock to them. It has come to a shock to them. They'll be grieving that they've lost one of their own. But I'm a coalitionist. I believe very, very firmly that we can only form government with the National Party by our side and vice versa. The last thing I want to see is this cause a rift between us.
Yeah.
We need to be taking the fight to the Labor Party, the Greens and the Teals, not amongst Conservative politics.
And what's your view? I've spoken with some Liberal sources and they've raised a question about whether someone who's just joined the party should be fast-tracked into leadership. Where do you sit on that question? Do you think that Jacinta Price needs to earn her stripes first? Because, of course, there's been speculation that she could try and become, for example, Angus Taylor's deputy.
Well, as a matter of principle, Olivia, anybody who is in the Liberal Party room can put their hand up, and that's the way it should be. Whether Jacinta's earned her stripes or not, we don't even know if she's going to put her hand up. I suspect she probably will. Otherwise, why would she have made this move at this point, a couple of days out from a leadership ballot? But I don't know. I don't know what her motivation is. But anybody can put their hand up and, let the party room decide.
Well, on that question, will you be putting your hand up?
No, definitely not. No, those are two jobs that I do not aspire to. I would like to put my hand up for a senior position on the front bench in the Liberal Party. I think I've demonstrated over the last 9 years that I'm a safe set of hands. I've been the former Speaker of the House. I've led many committees, most notably the PJCIS on behalf of the Coalition, the Intelligence and Security Committee.
Yeah.
So I would like to see a role that I can further develop those skills and abilities, but ultimately that'll be a matter for the leader.
Andrew Wallace, thanks so much for your time, and we've now heard your pitch to whoever wins the leadership ballot next week.
Thanks, Olivia. Good on you.
Authorised by Andrew Wallace, LNP, Boccarina, Queensland.